Hi everyone, welcome to Mash Math. We are studying chapter 14 statistics, exercise 14.1, question 4. 30 women were examined in a hospital by a doctor and the number of heartbeats per minute were recorded and summarized as follows. Find the mean heartbeats per minute for these women, choosing a suitable method. So suitable method means you are free to do any method. I have taught you three methods: direct method, assumed mean method, and step deviation method. So you can use any of this method. Please go through the introduction, and whichever method you are convenient, you can use it. But I will go with step deviation method, which is the most easiest method. So here question, it is given number of heartbeats per minute. So these are the number of heartbeats given to us and the number of women. There are two women whose heartbeats are between 65 to 68. Four women, their heartbeats are 68 to 71. So that's how it is given to us. So we have to find out the mean. So we can write down like this. The question that is given to us, I have written down in two columns. So number of women becomes the frequency. So two women, because this is changes, that's why it is frequency. And this is remains the same between 65 to 68. This many women. Between these two, this many women. So this is our frequency table. So these two columns are given to us in the textbook. I have copied down. So now we have to find out Xi, that is class mark. I told you how to find out Xi. So Xi we find out upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. So this is called upper limit, this is called lower limit. So 68 plus 65 divided by 2. So that will give us 133 divided by 2. So then if you divide 6 times 12, 1 carried 4, 6 times 12, then 0.5. 66.5. So that's how we find out Xi. So 66.5. So once you get the first step, then shortcut is, instead of doing each one like that, instead of doing each one this way, directly shortcut method you can find out. That is, find the class interval. So what is a class interval between this number? So class interval also I told you in the introduction how to find out. Class interval. Class interval means the difference, upper limit minus lower limit. So upper limit is 68. Lower limit is 65. So that will give us 68 minus 5 will give us 3. So this is a class interval. So once you know the class interval, just you go on add with this. Now 66.5, in that you add 3, you will get 69.5. So then 69.5, you add 3 here, you will get 72.5. Here you add again 3, you will get 75.5. Again add 3, 78.5. Again add 3, you will get 81.5. Again you add 84.5. So just to add, once you know the class interval, just you add. So that's a short way of writing Xi. Now in the introduction part, I have explained to you direct method means, so Fi and Xi, once you know Xi, you just multiply and write Fi and Xi, both you multiply and find the sum of it and put into the formula and get the mean. So that's direct method. If not, assumed mean method also you can do. Once you get the Xi, you have to find out Di. Di I told you short method. There are also shortcut, that once you know the class interval, just write the class interval table top and down. You find the A value, assumed mean you have to find out, the center value you have to take it, and then exactly A direction you put it there 0, and the table of class interval table you write down top and down and put the negative sign, and then afterwards Fi and Di. So Fi and Di multiply, get the sum of it and then put in the formula and get the value of it. Then also I told you step deviation method also I told you. So once we have the xi, you also can, for step deviation method, di no need compulsory. You can skip this column. Directly you can go for ui, because we know a value, and then ui is xi minus a upon h. H is class interval, xi we know, and a also we know. So directly you can use this column. So that's what I am going to show you here. So once we know xi, directly you can go for ui. No need to go for di. And ui, how do we find out? Xi minus a upon h. H is what? H is class interval. So this is actually h. So this is h actually, class interval. So we know the class interval. Xi is what? This is xi. This column is xi minus a. So a we have to find out. A means assumed mean. Exactly at the center you have to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers are there. So exactly at the center this will be coming. This number is exactly in the center. Above 3 numbers, down 3 numbers. This is center value. So this becomes our a. So now you know a also, you know xi is there, a is there, and class intervals also we know. So you can calculate this way and write the ui. But then I told you there is a very shortcut method. No need of any calculation. Where a is there, just put 0 and put on top 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and top will be all negative. If you want to check, you can calculate and check it. Xi 66.5 minus a value you put and divide by the class interval, that is 3. You calculate and see, you will get the minus 3. You can do by yourself, but you can close your eyes and write ui this way. Where a is there, put 0 and write 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and up it is negative. Now fi and ui. That's why I am going for step deviation method. It's very easy. So now fi is 2 and ui is minus 3. So you calculate minus 6. 8 minus, because minus is there, 3 minus, then when you multiply with 0, anything, 0. 7 ones are 7, 4 twos are 8, 2 threes are 6. So now you calculate. So we have to find out, this is summation of fi. Fi total, how many? 30 they are. And then summation of fi and ui. So summation of it. So calculate, this is, this all in negative. So all 3 will be in negative. So it will be 8, 9, 10, 11. Then 11 plus 6 will be 17. And this is in positive. So this, when you calculate, you will get 21. So minus 17 and plus 21. So 21 minus 17, we will get 4. Okay. So you see, calculation has become very small number. So that's why step deviation method is very easy. Now put it in the formula. Step deviation method formula is x bar equal to a plus h summation of fi ui summation of fi. So a value we know. So a is 75.5. 75.5 plus h we know, that is 3. fi ui summation of fi is 4. Then total fi is 30. So 3 1 times, so we will get 75.5 plus 4 divided by 10. So when you have here 1 0, so we will keep it here. After 1 digit we'll put the decimal. So 75.5 plus, so after 1 digit decimal will come. So 4 will be here. So after that decimal, so it becomes 0 here. So now you calculate 75.5 then 0.4 will become 95. So 75.9, that is your mean heartbeat. See, always the answer comes where more or less where you have assumed the mean. So you see, you have assumed here 75.5. So more or less there only it has come. So that's our answer. Thank you.